Hello, everybody. I should be back at school tomorrow. I'm hoping this is all making sense for you all. We're kicking into geometry without me there. But yesterday we learned about complementary and supplementary angles. So you had a situation like this where you had a 90-degree angle. You knew the angle of one, and you knew the two had to add up to 90 degrees, so you had to find the other. We're going to play around with the same thing today. The only difference is there's going to be some algebra involved in it. So if you look at this picture here, you've got a 90-degree angle. It's cut by another angle. And we know that this smaller angle here is 10 degrees because it tells us that. And the other angle here is 4x degrees. What we learned yesterday is if you take the two angles and add them up, they should be equal to 90. So if I take this angle that's got the 4x on it, right here, and I add the 10-degree angle to it, I should get a 90-degree angle. In other words, 4x plus 10 equals 90. Well, you all are great at algebra when it's this simple. Like, it's a simple two-step equation. So we're going to find out what x is for this one to make this a 90-degree angle. So I'm just going to, let's see, subtract 10 degrees from both sides. Usually I don't write the degrees. These cancel each other out. I'm left with 4x equals 80. Then we know we've got to divide both sides by 4. And we find that x is equal to 20 degrees. So this angle right here, this x is going to be 20 degrees. Now I can check this, and you should check it. So 4 times 20 is 80, plus 10 is 90. This is indeed a 90-degree angle. So that's all we're doing for today. We're just doing exactly what we did yesterday. We're just adding a little bit of algebra into it. Okay, that was for a complementary angle set that adds up to 90. I'm going to show you one with supplementary angles. Remember, supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. So we've got a straight angle here. It's a full line. That means that this angle here on the bottom, this arc, is 180 degrees. And we've got two smaller angles making that up. So I've got 31 here and 3x plus 29 here. So according to my calculations, I should have 31 plus 3x plus 29 is equal to 180. So this smaller angle plus this larger angle will equal 180. 31 plus 3x plus 29 equals 180. And then we're just going to solve this equation to figure out what x is. So let's see. First, I'm going to combine my like terms on this one, which are 31 and 29. Pretty easy. That should add up to 60 if I'm not mistaken. So I've got 60 plus 3x equals 180. Then we're going to subtract 60 from both sides. These cancel each other out. I'm left with 3x equals 3. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Equals 120. And now I'm just going to divide both sides by 3, right? So I divide by 3, and I end up with x equals 40. So in my original problem, x right here is 40 degrees. Let's just check that. So 3 times 40 is 120. 120 plus 29 is 149. 149 plus 31 is 180. It does check out. So same thing we did yesterday. You got two angles. They have to add up to 180. The only difference here is we're using some algebra to figure out what that variable is. I'm hoping you can figure this out. If you're really struggling, don't sweat it. When I come to class tomorrow, I can get a better feel for how you all are doing and we can work on it together. But try to ask people around you. Don't spend a bunch of time for homework doing this tonight if it's confusing for you. We'll figure it out when I get back. Good luck. If you have any questions, hold on to them until tomorrow.